Hi, welcome to this new channel. Sales is always fun. Is sales always fun? Fair question. Come with me, let's go to this office, and this is a corporate office, so let's go in and see what happens there. Tell the receptionist hi, and let's walk in. We see rows of chairs, people sitting glued onto the screen. Just as you walk in, you see the admin department, finance department, manufacturing department, you see the marketing team, you see the legal team. Everywhere people are quiet, working hard. Just as you step into the sales team, you hear the giggling and the laughing noise, which means we have reached the sales team. If the sales team is happy, which means the organization is healthy. Now, you may ask me, why this channel? Good question. We went into the organization, we saw the departments, finance, purchase, admin, everybody. Everybody has got a formal education. But for the sales team, there is no formal education. Sales is a very important function in any organization. Research says that over 60% of people today in sales are there not by choice but by chance. And they are recruited and put onto the field, which means there is no proper training given to them, and they are finding the going a little tough. Sales, as you all know, is 70% in the mind and 30% is on the field, where your sales processes, techniques have all come into play. The good thing is that sales can be learned. If you look at any top performer today in sales, was once at bottom of the table. All that he did was he learned, he practiced, and slowly walked the way up the ladder. So sales can be learned. In this channel, we will look at sales as overall, the salesperson's mindset, his approach, and how he plays the game. We look at it in totality. So which means we look at the mindset of the salesperson, and also we'll be talking about the sales techniques, processes, etc. in this channel. Sales is a very, very noble profession. Let's look at it from the customer's point of view. The customer is buying from you because you are helping him solve a problem. The government, end of the day, is making a lot of money because the more you sell, the more taxes it collects, the more money it comes in. So you are actually helping the government economy move smoothly. Third, look at it from the organization perspective. The organization may have the best of the products, best of the services, but if money doesn't come into the company, it just can't survive. So sales, as I said earlier, is the most important function in any organization. If you see, every successful CEO or an entrepreneur is a brilliant salesperson. You can take n number of examples. You can take Steve Jobs, Richard Branson, you can take anybody. All these successful people are a brilliant salesperson. In life, if you want to marry, I would always suggest go for a salesperson. You know why? Because one, a salesperson is somebody who is very enthusiastic. He is very optimistic. He can take no for an answer. He is very childlike. And he is very empathetic to what more you need from your life partner. Okay, now you may ask, do you have to see only this phase in all the episodes? The answer is no. We will be bringing in people from various fields of sales who will be coming and addressing us. There could be some interviews also, and we will have experts. So it will be a good mix for you, because if somebody who's into retail sale, this is a good opportunity for you to learn what is B2B selling also. How to approach large customers, large accounts, how to work there. So people who are into B2B will also learn about retail sales, B2C segment also. So this channel will give you a good opportunity to learn all the games in the sale. Okay, now you must be wondering, who is this guy talking, right? Where did he come from? What is he up to? Well, let me introduce myself. My name is Ajit Kumar. I have dirtied my hands for about 3+ decades in sales and marketing. I began my career with a company called eMerck, selling lab chemicals, which is basically to industries and laboratories, sold through channels. Then I moved on to join HLL, which is now called as HUL, Hindustan Unilever. I was selling detergents and soaps, and this was again through retail. After that, I was with a company called Kodak. I was selling the X-ray films and CT films and the chemicals for it, for processing it. And this was basically to hospitals and to the X-ray labs. After that, I joined Xerox, spent a long time there. There was, of course, office automation products. I was selling it to direct accounts and also through channels, through a team. And this is where the bug of sales training got on to me. From there, I joined HCL, selling Toshiba laptops. And then I joined an Indian MNC called Eddington India Limited, which is into IT distribution. Now you may ask me, well, you have dirtied your hands for 3+ decades, but sales training and dirtying hands are two different ball games. Well, I agree with you. I have spent 200+ hours to get trained to be a professional trainer, number one. And also, I have done my certification in Neuro-Linguistic Programming, NLP, both basic, advanced. I'm also certified in hypnosis and hypnotherapy. I have also done my certification to be a coach and a counselor, among many other things. Now, your question will be, what way does it help me sell more? Well, let me put it like this. As I told you earlier, the sales is 70% played in the mind and 30% is your sales process and technique. So this 70%, I can help you get it set. I can help your mindset get positive. I can also help you get your mindset right. Now, let me give you an example. You walk into a customer place and very unfortunately, the customer eats your head off. This happens to all of us. And just as you come out, you need to go to the next call. And can you walk to the next customer with the same mood? And if you walk in, you know what will happen in that call. I can help you with techniques. Within a minute, you can get back to your happy you mindset, which means you'll walk to your next customer with a happy frame of mind, leaving behind whatever happened in the previous call. Will that not be great helpful to you? For a sales team to be successful, it needs the support of two functions. One is the marketing and other is the product team. Now, what does a marketing team do and how is marketing different from sales is the question that everybody has in mind. Because many of us think they are the same function, but no, they are two different functions altogether. Now, to put it in very simple terms, like I walk into a shop and ask for a biscuit like Parle-G, let's take it, very common example. If I walk into a shop and ask for a Parle-G biscuit, the marketing team has done its job because I walked in and asked for the biscuit, Parle-G by name. And the sales team's job is to ensure that the biscuit is there in the shop. So this is the difference between marketing and the sales. Now you may wonder, who's this product team? Product team or the brand managers also, as they're called in some cases. They are a mini CEO. They are the CEO for that brand or for the group of products. They work closely with the sales, marketing, with the research team and also with the R&D team. They try get close to customer, understand how they are using, what is it they like and don't like with their products and the competition products, so that they can incorporate working with the R&D to bring it in the product and keep improving on the product. So these three functions have to work hand in hand for any company to have a good market share in the market. So if a customer places an order with you, what is it you go ahead and you tell him? We tell him thank you invariably, right? Do you think it's the right thing to say? Because as I said earlier, we are helping customer to solve his problem. He is buying from our product or service to solve his problem. And when we are solving his problem, should we be telling him thank you? I think on the contrary, we should congratulate him. Because we have got to reassure him that he has made the right decision. So we should always say congratulations when the customer places the order on you. Now, why is it that we say thank you? The reason why we say thank you is we feel that customer has done us a big favor. Because of our struggles to get orders and numbers in place, we think he has done us a great favor. But no, we need to come out of the mindset. We need to be more confident. We need to be more powerful in the way we approach our customers. So if you remember Muhammad Ali, there's a famous saying, he used to always look at the mirror and say, I am the greatest, I am the greatest, I am the greatest. And he used to say it repeatedly in his mind whenever he sees a mirror, 4-5 times or minimum. Similarly, to boost up our confidence, there is nobody from external which can happen, only we'll have to change and boost up our confidence. So what do? We'll do something very similar. Each time you're in front of a mirror, tell, I am awesome, I am unique, I have in it for me to succeed. I will repeat it. Just say, I am awesome, I am unique, I have it in me to succeed. Each time you're in front of a mirror, please tell. It might look funny, what is this like telling this? But then, please do it for a few days. By the time we meet in the next episode, you will see a different you. Well, in the next episode, we will be looking at you as a brand, because in sales, everything starts and ends with us only, which will talk about how you should present in front of the customer, how you should walk up, and there you will realize the importance of this exercise which I told you. So please practice it, please keep repeating it, repeatedly do it, so that the next episode when we meet, I can see a different you. And for you to watch the episode, you will have to press the bell button and the subscription button so that you will be notified the moment the episode is uploaded. On this channel, sales is always fun. If you want me to take up any particular subject, please send an email to the below email ID salesalwaysfun@gmail.com. Thank you.